As an investment within the discovery phase reaches higher technology readiness levels, the completeness and the quality of the information pertaining to each investment will mature. Financial information pertaining to each investment at early stages is especially difficult to assess with any level of certainty. Depending on the technical, market, and business maturity of an innovation, there are multiple points of entry into the discovery phase. The planning and inputs that comprise the discovery phase, and associated discovery portfolio are encompassed in process and procedures. First is new discoveries and identify opportunities, which captures and assess use strategies to generate potential new innovations from ideas, needs, and gaps. Driven by the goals to transform and grow the organization, new discoveries and identify opportunities defines opportunities, such as a reaction to a competitive threat, a breakthrough opportunity to gain competitive advantage, or an opportunity to simplify, speed up, or reduce costs of operations. Entrance criteria to new discoveries and identify opportunities can come from industry and competitive intelligence, addressing unmet customer needs, gaps in capabilities, extranet and intranet sites, partnerships with academia and venture capital firms, voice of the customer, and lead user input. Inputs are analyzed, ranked, and prioritized in the discovery portfolio according to many of the criteria previously mentioned. New discoveries and identify opportunities concludes with a decision of go, cancel, hold or transfer for each opportunity reached by a governing body. Members of this governance team must have an open mind, due to high levels of uncertainty and lack of information. Second is manage and mature ideas. This starts with ideation, meaning opportunities that go through many changes, iterations, and modifications are translated into ideas. Creative tools such as mind mapping, lateral thinking, and problem-solving techniques such as scenario analysis, fishbone diagrams, process mapping, theory of constraints, and storyboarding are used during. These tools try to stimulate creative thinking and enhance ideas. Observing customers in their environment, and understanding their frustrations and challenges is effective during this phase. Ideation and opportunity capture stages can be worked on closely together, and multiple passes and iterations through these stages is common. The inputs are captured and the criteria in the discovery portfolio reach maturity. Manage and mature ideas concludes with a decision of go, cancel, hold or transfer that is reached by a governing body. Third is assess feasibility and value. Here ideas are assessed, and the feasibility of each idea is evaluated. Although the information and data available for the feasibility and assessment are still in an immature state, some elements evaluated as part of this stage include the development of a preliminary business case outlining potential customers, target market and potential barriers, technology gaps, fit with core competencies, risks, and approximate time frames. Ideas in assess feasibility and value are still at a low technology readiness level, therefore, trying to pinpoint financials such as costs, cash flow requirements, expected returns, return on investment, break-even points, and so on, may be challenging. Also, a complete perspective of the risks and risk mitigation strategies may not be known. Action plans and future roadmaps are based on incomplete information, due to the immature state of the initiative. Online-PMO Real Options is a viable tool to assess investments in the discovery portfolio. Real options encourage frequent decision points and incremental funding of initiatives until sufficient information is obtained to make a full-fledged commitment. When assessing feasibility, there are several best practice methodologies that leading organizations use. One is road mapping. Technologies facilitate the communication of strategy and planning by superimposing timelines for reaching desired levels of mission or business and technology maturity and capability levels. Their goal is to assure that the desired future objectives within a company are in place at the right time. Second, scenario modeling determines the feasibility and impact of candidate initiatives. Numerous targets of value will have surfaced during the discovery portfolio. For opportunities with the highest potential value, innovation scenarios are developed using techniques such as business scenario modeling and business event process modeling. Third is technology forecasting, and technology adoption models are used by companies to determine at which point of the maturation and life cycle of a new technology a company should jump in and invest. The models can range from innovators and early adopters to laggards. Some of the more popular models include Everett Rogers' diffusion of innovation model, Geoffrey Moore's chasm model, Richard Nolan's S-curve, Clayton Christensen's disruptive technology curves, the Fisher-Price model, and the Gumpert's model. Next is select ideas. The translation of the ideation into a concrete and definable idea means ideas are evaluated, altered, redefined, and combined in unique ways, as they go through many nonlinear experimentations, iterations, and spiral cycles. Customer interactions, cross-functional team participation, and collaboration with partners, suppliers, and other value chain members are critical as conceptual designs, proposed specifications, and customer feedback are validated. The preliminary business case that was started in assess feasibility and value is further developed. Information gathered in assess feasibility and value is evaluated against the criteria. Select ideas concludes by a governing body assessing and prioritizing investments in the discovery portfolio and making go, cancel, hold, or recycle decisions. Mature concept is the final process of the discovery phase. The concept is matured, and a compelling case is prepared for investment consideration. Information collected in select ideas is evaluated and assessed. The preliminary business case details the results of experiments, refinement of the solution specifications, and expansion on the information and intelligence related to the criteria identified in the feasibility and assessment stage. Information collected is assessed and evaluated. Inputs to the preliminary business case is finalized. Mature concepts concludes by a governing body assessing and prioritizing investments in the discovery portfolio and making a go, cancel, hold, or recycle decisions. For those investments that receive a go decision, the data collected in the discovery phase is in the project portfolio phase. In addition to performing the tasks in the discovery portfolio, a readiness assessment should be conducted to assure that expectations are clear and the risks and blind spots related to transitioning concepts from the discovery phase into the project portfolio are identified. In some cases, the transition might involve a handoff from one set of team members to another. Assuring that the concept is positioned in the right entity, continuity from one or more members of the original team, and completion of the preliminary business case, technical specifications, checklists, and other documentation are critical transition elements that will increase the probability of the continued success of an investment.